Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls. And woof, getting into this late. Had to take a quick shower this morning from this far down. I'm not going to give any details. Let's just say, as a real quick short, I emptied my cat box today. And when the box hit the ground after falling out of my fingers, I kind of ended up wearing a lot of the portions of the cat box. So I'll let it go at that. I took a quick shower. I've changed my clothes. I am clean again. Yay. So it's a bit of a late day. Plus, well, first, of course, the Shelton, Washington plague rat, spider, and weather report. I said that all different. First, weather. It's gray. It's been gray. It's been gray for days and days and days. I mean, the smoke is gone, I guess. It's not clear, even during the daytime. It's mostly clear, like 99% clear, but there's still a bit of latent fuzziness in the air, and I don't know if that's fog or what. I mean, it is colder weather now, so probably fog. And of course, on the plague rat report, you all know the plague rats out there. Hopefully you aren't one of them, but you see the people that aren't wearing masks or wearing them improperly. It's like, why are you even bothering? Why are you even bothering? So you know what's happening. You know we're never going to get over this until somebody starts taking it seriously. So thumbs up. Spider report. There was a spider down in the kitchen. That's gone now. So hopefully it got bored or something like that, or, you know, natural cycle of life. And hopefully my housemates didn't kill it. No spiders in the bathroom that I can see. So no friends down there. I went outside. There's lots of spiders outside, but I didn't see any in particular. But over here, there is the orb weaver above the window. She's doing okay. Now, the spider next to the box fan. Yesterday, I was just watching her and thinking, gosh, you know, I sometimes feel bad. I don't know that, how can they be eating enough? And then suddenly she went, boom, leaped forward and then started wrapping something up and then chowing. So, yeah, there's bugs, and the bugs hit the webs, and yeah, there's food. So she's busy fixing up her orb right now. The far off orb weaver, her body isn't huge, but she has a pretty big leg span. I mean, quite honestly, her body is like the size of a pencil eraser, but her leg span, you know, it's like out past a quarter. Not much or far, but she's got a pretty big leg span, and she's over there in her web, and it's good. Definitely a thumbs up. Now, past that, I can't remember what I was going to talk about right there. So, I want to get to this. There was a package sent to me by a, I want to make sure I pronounce it semi-correctly. It's M-A-N-R-E-E-T, Manreet. Inside of the box was a box of snacks. Sealed snacks, not open or anything like that. No fear, everybody. So they are sealed commercial snacks that you have to tear open the industrial packing so you can tell if they're open or closed or anything like that. So thank you very much. That helped. I was very hungry. And there's also a microfiber flannel blanket. Manreed said, you know, what was the words? Oh, it just says enjoy your gift. But there was one that was like, now that it's getting cooler, please enjoy these warmer things. So we're going to take a look at this microfiber blanket. Oh, it just appears to be, well, I'm going to put that down in there for a moment. Just a solid blue, which, oh, good Lord. Oh, how the machines get those things to do this, I don't know. I don't have a ton of strength that I used to have, especially with my bloody right hand. But here we go. And it is soft. Well, I mean, it's a microfiber. And it is a nice, solid blue microfiber blanket. This is nice. Thank you very, very much. This is super, super soft. I really like this. Holy smokes. Yay! Thank you very, very much, Manreed. I'm nowhere close with the proper pronunciation of your name, but thank you. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. Especially the snacks, though. Oh, my gut has been complaining since I chowed on snacks yesterday. So, yay. Thumbs up on that. Also, let's see, was there an also? Or am I just like alsoing for no good reason? Probably just alsoing for no good reason. Plus, though, I had sent out a tweet because I've been watching a lot of Let's Plays for the game Among Us, which, if you don't watch or play a lot of video games, Among Us is a multiplayer game where it looks like you have about 12 people maximum. And it's a science fiction game in that you're either on a base or on a ship. And then you have tasks that you have to do to keep the ship running. There are, in that group, 2 imposters. Their job is to sabotage the ship in the base and to kill the other players. Now, because of that, when you're playing, you're supposed to mute your mic so that no one can hear you. When somebody finds a dead body or sees something suspicious, they report it, and then there's a group meeting, and everybody gets called together into one big session area. Then you turn on your mic. If you are dead, you have to turn your mic off forever at that point. You can no longer be a part of the conversation. Your ghost can still perform sabotage, just can't kill anymore. So when you've got this big meeting saying, I found a body near this place and I saw this person and this person near it, and then everybody starts talking about, oh, where was this person? I was over here. And then the 2 imposters, of course, have to try and not get caught. And so you have some real high-level IQ manipulation going on. If you're the bad guy and you've killed somebody and somebody says, I saw this person doing this. I saw them over the body, they went in there, and then that person was dead. Well, you don't just say, well, no, you must have done it, because then where does it all go? One of the 2 of you is going to get ejected out of the ship and out of the game. But if you just say, well, it couldn't have been me because I was off doing this thing, and when I came down, I saw the body myself. You went and did the alarm just before I could. And then you got to bluff your way out of it. And boy, oh boy, some of these interactions have been amazing. So I tweeted out saying, this looks more and more interesting, and I think I'd really like to get involved. Somebody on Twitter said, it is really fun. I've watched your videos for some time. And their Twitter name and username and comments was Dylan. So thank you very much, Dylan, because they gifted me the game on Steam. So I am going to be playing and hopefully recording some of this pretty soon. Thumbs up for that. And I just wanted to say thank you so very, very much. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So yes, on the ADD front, I am stuck in that I have to wait for government services now as the government is being dismantled from the inside. There are positions in government that are supposed to be filled with actual secretaries as a name. They haven't been doing that. They haven't been assigning people. They've been assigning people to be acting secretary until we can get somebody. But then that's the permanent post. But because they're not the actual permanent post person, they can basically do whatever they want, and they're not being held accountable. The Veterans Administration is being dismantled from the inside. So, thumbs up on that. My therapist has been sending letters, faxing stuff off to the Veterans Administration. They've been doing things like limiting fax machines. There used to be, every department would have a fax machine. Now they have one fax machine for like a floor. And so he's been faxing things and nobody's been getting back. And until they get back, there's nothing I can do because they're not doing anything. But we'll see what happens. Still, I was emailed one of those assessment forms that goes to ask these questions. Every one of the attention deficit hyperactive questions, no, I can sit and sit. But everything that was about attention deficit, just inattention, yeah, that was me all the way down. So hopefully somebody will have been funded enough to actually check these things. But still. And of course, well, actually there's another of course. I want to hopefully talk about Gmurray. Well, I'm going to do that one first because there's another thing that I really like, but I want to talk about this story idea, Gmurray. If even that, because I did a lot of thinking last night because Amaterasu in the multiverse, she is weird even among the various weirdnesses of the multiverse. She's not even of our multiverse, so she's weird. I mean, she live birthed her 12 children. Every other birth has just been eggs. And the things she live birthed, they're not even remotely connected to each other. There's like one thing that's effectively a ram, another that's like a wolf, a hideous space monster, Gmurray, one of my favorites, an underfish creature, an immobile fungal mass, a gigantic spider thing. Even among weird things, she and her children, I don't know why that was so hard for me to think of, she and her children are weird. I mean, she's effectively, there's the humanizing versions of each of these creatures. I'm rambling about them now, and I'm not going to get to my story idea, but that's okay. I do a series of humanizing things that I want to write down. One day, maybe. You don't have to monetize your passions and pleasures. But one day, I hope to, where I do humanizing stories versus what they would really be like. But I'm a human being with my limited senses. I can't come up with exact interpretations of what they are either. I mean, Gmurray, in humanizing terms, is horrific, but still not that bad. In in the actual reality of their terms, we can't perceive them. We do not have the senses. We cannot. It's like trying to see gravity. We do not have the senses to see gravity. But if there was a way to see them, like Gmurray would be unimaginably horrific. And he's one of the, they are one of the more bizarre and horrific of the children. And they're all bizarre and horrific. But most of them are at least terrestrial. Based on this one, Gmurray is nowhere near based on anything. In fact, most of Gmurray doesn't exist because it didn't have to. And only in one of the stories where it almost dies again because of overconfidence is its internals forced to exist. And so it does. And that's almost Gmurray's undoing because something's trying to pull out all those insides through a tiny hole. And almost does. So, fun stuff. But they're all horrific and nightmarish. I mean, Amaterasu herself in the humanizing story, she's about 6.5, 7 feet tall, thin without being cadaverous, pale white, long black hair. And that's Mama Amaterasu. But in reality, about the closest way to think of her is a gigantic, wet, squirming maggot crawling blindly through dark tunnels, laying billions of eggs in all these brooding chambers. All the time. Coated and around in these tunnels, there's webs, they're wet, there's all these tinier little squirming maggots around her. That's Amaterasu. As best we could be able to envision her. Because our entire electromagnetic spectrum is basically the visible light spectrum of the next versions of universes up above us. not above. There's 3 zones. And then in the third and inner zone, the middle zone's full electromagnetic spectrum is effectively just the visible light spectrum of that universal place. We don't have any of the senses necessary to experience anything past this little sliver of visible light that we can see and the entirety of reality's spectrum. Now, which one is true? They're all true. All the stories are canon. The stories where Amaterasu walks around as a tall, thin woman, yeah, they're all canon. Where she's squirming through her tunnels as a giant maggot, well, yeah, those are canon too. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good, bad, indifferent. You took the time. You expended the calories. Thank you very much. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I've got damaged nerves and a bad hand. No disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. Sorry about that. It's ADD. And of course, even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, ADD, and more, I sometimes forget what my own name is. So let me call it my Chrome. And we have the Hawaii. I don't know how to pronounce it, but thank you. And then there's Perla Bravo, thumbs up. Jonah the Dumb Kid, oh, that's a sad name, but thank you very much. Andrew Sandstrom, greatly appreciated. Salted Sodas Co-op, thank you very much. MWM, greatly appreciated. Lou Sassoli, that's the way I pronounce it, thank you. Kaori Mata, nowhere close, but thank you very much. IDK Memes 420, thumbs up and thank you. Liarski, Earski. I can't see even with glasses. Thumbs up and thank you much. Then we have Ginger Shumar. Thank you very much. Charlie Bedford. Greatly appreciate. Colin Reisner. Thumbs up. We have JHT 2005. Thumbs up and thank you. We have Audrey Gonzalez. Thank you very much. Made in Canada. Hey, always glad to help. Carlos Patricio CG. Thumbs up and thank you. We have America Boulain. I sure hope I'm close. Thank you very much. And Kai Tails. Greatly appreciated. Griff, thumbs up and thank you. We have Gone, GHONN, thumbs up and thank you. And then there is Curzando Anonymous, thank you very, very much. Saul Bentley, I got lost, I have no ideas. And AJ Falls, AJ Falls, thumbs up and thank you very, very much. And then last but not least, we have Acrylic Risen. Ooh. Thumbs up and thank you all so very, very much. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Thumbs up and thank you so very much. If you could, check out my various links down below. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe until the 30th of September, the old one is still good. I need to make up a new one, and hopefully I'll be able to do that. So if you could donate, that would be awesome. If you could become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money to one of those two places, I have a PayPal link down below. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money, I have an Amazon wishlist link as well, with things like cat food, hamster bedding. Oh, I'm in a desperate need for hamster bedding. Many people have sent me cat food as well, and I forgot to say thank you so much. Potatotron, thank you for the cat food. And there was another box of cat food that came in yesterday, but it didn't have a note inside. I don't know who sent it, but whoever did, thank you so very much. It is greatly appreciated, definitely. Now, do not feel obligated looking at the list down there. I do not feel obligated while I'm trying to find my breadcrumb trail. Oh, it's a little hard sometimes. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, oh, come on, hand, you can work properly, I bet, then I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, a definite thumbs up, and of course, hopefully I did the please subscribe to the channel thing at the beginning of the channel video. Does that work? Do you like it? What do you think? Nobody said a thing. Do you like it? If you could let me know, that would be awesome. Well, good golly, Miss Molly, I have this video you've been watching. I have to record, then edit, and then render, and then upload another video for the second half of the day. Definitely a thumbs up. So, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. I have a whole bunch of stuff that I want to still talk about, but, you know, that's for tomorrow. Definitely cool. So, please wear a mask. Practice your social distancing, practice self-care, and Black Lives Matter. Justice for everyone. The jack-booted, brown-shirted fascist thugs keep brutalizing and murdering in American streets.